Hey everyone, it's Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the market and also talking about some of the things that are definitely taking place across the market as we see a lot of the altcoins actually seeing some nice increases today. Solana seeing about a 15.2% increase up to $53.20. Cardano up about 12%, so most likely between, about 7 to 15%. We are seeing increases across the board for a lot of small altcoins. This is after so much pain, so it doesn't mean too much to us, but it just kind of reiterates the fact that buying the bottom is always going to be a positive. Always trying to dollar cost average in on these dips. You will eventually find a 15% increase like we see here. So I want to talk a little bit about the market, some of the coins worth getting into, but before we do so, I do want to go over to Miles' most recent tweet. So Bitcoin is about to close its 7th consecutive weekly red candle. This is the most we've seen in BTC history, which is just crazy to think about. We've seen BTC around for quite some time. We've never had 7 consecutive weekly red candles. So this is the most we've seen, like I said, in BTC history. Definitely something we have to talk about. What do you guys think as well? I want to see what you guys think. Are we going to see an 8th weekly close being Bitcoin red? I want to hear what you guys think. Specifically me, I think we are going to see another red week or very light positive week, most likely. It's not going to be too much on the positive side for the next couple of weeks and maybe even months ahead. So keep that in mind. Dollar cost averaging in still definitely the best play out there. So I just made a video recently about Terra Luna and could Terra recover? So I want to talk a little bit about that in this video so you guys don't have to watch that entire video. But if you do want more details on that, definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then jump down into that latest video. So Terra Luna is in a weird spot right now. We haven't seen this really in the cryptoverse before. And if we look at Terra, where it's at in trading, the UST or Terra USD is trading at 16 cents, which that is just a huge risk to be buying at 16 cents. Terra Luna, though, is at 0.000275. I think this is a little bit higher risk, higher reward than most of the coins in the space right now. But realistically, you're not going to see much come out of Terra Luna. I think it is a dead coin for the most part. But the only thing you could be getting to see out of Terra Luna is potentially a small recovery with people trying to find this 1 million X at this point from 0.000275 to back to its, $111, $116 we saw earlier in April. So just something to talk about. I just wanted to say, realistically, Terra is dead. I do think it's very high risk, high reward at this point to get involved, and mostly high risk and probably going to lose your funds. But it's definitely something you could throw in a couple bucks just to take a lot of Terra for the fun of it. But I do want to say there is a lot of great cryptocurrencies still out there on the market selling for very cheap. And you guys know this, but I want to talk about my specific favorites. So Polkadot is definitely one of them. We're up about 6%, which is not huge when it comes to recoveries that we've seen across like Avalanche and Solana seeing 15%ers. Polkadot's only seeing a 6% increase. It's at $10.73. Definitely a coin I do think is going to make it back to its all-time high at some point. Right now, we're down 75% in the year. But if we take a look at the all-time high, we saw about $55 back in November 3rd. I think we are going to be able to get back, like I said, to that new all-time high just later in another bull market run. We have a lot of other great cryptocurrencies out there. Chainlink's one that we've talked about a lot in the past before. If we take a look at the last 24 hours, we're up about 12%, which is fairly nice, but there's so many reasons as to why Chainlink is going to go farther than its previous all-time high. We see staking coming, CCIP, all these great things that is going to boost Chainlink's utility through the roof. We already see over 1,000 partners and huge, really, reasons as to why companies want to get involved with Chainlink, but it's just going to continue to grow. So Chainlink at $7.53, definitely a time to buy, in my opinion. I want to jump, though, through a few other coins. So when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum, I've talked about this many times. Ethereum has been seeing better gains and really lower dips for the most part up until this most recent dip. So just keep that in mind. I think Ethereum is going to be the big play in the next couple of years as we see Ethereum most likely going to a $7,000 to $15,000 price point in the next bull run. As we take a look a little bit farther down, I want to jump into 2 more coins before we talk about those 2 coins, though. I want to go over to BlockFi so you can actually buy, sell, and earn crypto. With the BlockFi Rewards credit card, it lets you earn up to really 3.5% cash back, or not really cash back, but it's actually crypto back, which is very, very good because right now is a great time to be building that crypto portfolio. So it gives you a great opportunity, and there's a lot of people taking advantage of it already. They've actually given out 15 million in crypto paid in rewards to date with really no annual fees, and that's something that a lot of crypto credit cards are not very good at. They try to really fee you as much as possible, knowing that you probably have some money to spend and spare since you are investing into crypto, which isn't the case for all of us. A lot of us are just trying to get, we're trying to get financial freedom in the future. And that's exactly why, like I said, BlockFi is a great kind of way to get involved. If you want to get involved with BlockFi, it's going to be linked down in the description below of today's video. If we go back to the crypto, or really Coinbase.com, and take a look at some of these prices, there's a lot of, like I said, very, very low altcoins right now when we look at prices specifically. So Crypto.com is one that actually kind of comes out to me a little bit, because before the October 13th or October 15th of last year, we were actually seeing 19 cents. We're actually right back down to that 19 cents. We didn't dip below what we saw as October and September and August of last year. So that's crazy to think about. We're back to that price point, and there's a huge potential to reach $1 in the next bull market. I think Crypto.com, the coin itself, you can already stake it on Crypto.com as well. I think there's huge potential that we see Crypto.com rising much, much higher in the next bull market. The coin itself, the platform is always very, very usable. I think a lot of people are going to continue to use Crypto.com and, like I said, stake on their platform for the near future. So just keep an eye on Crypto.com. I think this is a coin worth looking into, as there's a lot of utility built into this coin as well. If we go back to the prices, though, I want to look into a few different things. So we have talked about a lot of different coins that make a lot of sense to invest in right now during this kind of market. But if we take a look a little bit farther down, with Ethereum doing so well is what my thought is in the next bull market, Polygon's going to follow as well. So 57% of a decrease. We saw how well it did back in December. It went up to about $3, so $2.92 as the price point December 26th. There's huge potential that Polygon follows Ethereum, and we see Polygon making a $5 to $10 splash in the next bull market as well. So just a lot of different cryptocurrencies that I wanted to talk about today and really kind of mention, as they have huge, huge potential long term. I know we didn't talk about any low market caps, which we usually do. So the one I'm going to talk about is one we've talked about before. I don't want to give you guys too much new information, as I want to deep dive a little bit farther into some of these rare gems that really are very, very undervalued at this price points now. But Everdome, in my opinion, is one that is going to have a nice recovery. We've been seeing these recoveries already. So if we take a look at the all-time, we did have a nice start like usual with crypto. And then with the crypto market struggling, it came all the way down to about a 0.022 and a 0.019. So a very, very low price point, but a nice recovery already of 10.37% just today. And I think we are going to continue to see this market cap push back up to that $200 million market cap. So Everdome, definitely one to watch out for. And there's so many other great ones in the space that we'll have to come back to on another video. But this is, like I said, a great time to dollar cost average. Definitely do your own research, because I'm not a financial advisor. There's a lot of great cryptocurrencies out there in the space. So take advantage of this market. I know a lot of us are hurting when it comes to our crypto portfolio. But like I said, thankfully, I wasn't one that was very big in Terra Luna, so I didn't talk about Terra Luna on this channel much at all. And when I did, it was just updates. It wasn't really any bullish activity. I didn't think we were going to go to the moon. Thankfully, I think I had nothing in Terra Luna, actually, which is very surprising because I have a very, very spread out portfolio. So it's very nice to see that, at least I wasn't hurt. Hopefully a lot of you guys weren't hurt from this dip, and we'll learn from our mistakes and hopefully continue to build our crypto portfolios in the right direction. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. I'll see you guys all in the next one.